Somebody shot my dad. I get the killer mentality. I come from murder and tragedy. Single burn home and family. Do this shit for my whole family. I'ma go get me a Grammy. You know that I'm missing you, Granny. Backbone to my whole family. I got to turn for the family.
Yeah.
You think it's a different kind of response when a woman rolls up to the scene, when you approach the scene, and than if a man would come
Oh
to that
yeah, and
situation?
I think that's why I'm able to do what I do
Mm,
because I'm a woman. You know, I
mm,
can go into a neighborhood and I don't look. Um, guys gonna look at a male sideways, but me, I dress and then I make sure I dress the part. Not even the part, but I learned at the schools. Working in the schools. I ended up just talking like the kids. So sometimes I try to
mm,
switch it up and be professional, but
mm.
I look like them. And I was just talking to an OG today. We weren't getting into it, but sometimes a male can do the same thing.
For
People
sure.
aren't, Trey, you could go into a
For
neighborhood and say,
sure.
I'm trying to help make change. They might, they laugh
For
at me
sure.
too, or they might joan on me. But at the end of the day, everybody looking for love
For
and want
sure.
help.
And
And
and I
yeah,
remember but I'm always watching your Instagram and I see that you be all over the place. So I always
yeah,
wonder, as far as your self-care and your team self-care,
yeah,
how do you guys stay so engaged but also stay, grounded with your own internal emotions? And
yeah.
is it hard?
Well, um, when I got out of the military, I suffered with PTSD. I was depressed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I for about a year I went to therapy, and they wanted to put me on medication, but I said I need the natural. I need to know how to heal my body.
For
So
sure.
I did all types of yoga, meditation, and I just learned so much. So now, dealing with this work, I take breaks for myself. Me and my daughter, we went to Six Flags the other day. I'm just always trying to find that time for me. I have a garden. I
Okay,
have my
that's dope.
tiny house. Yep, I have my tiny house in my backyard that I'm building.
Okay.
That's
So
cool.
anytime I just yeah, yeah. So anytime
That's
I'm
what's
just
up.
feeling whatever, and sometimes a lot of times the parents really help me get through. When I'm
Mm,
depressed, I might go sit over one of the parents' house and just be like, Mom, I'm going through, and
mm-hmm.
they help me so much. We always laugh at each other because I say, y'all don't realize how much y'all help me, how much y'all just because these mothers are so strong. They so
Mm-hmm.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
So just that's therapy all in itself. Just being around other people and they just encouraging you, and they didn't went through
Mm-hmm.
more stuff than you did,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
And
it's a
it's kind of
beautiful
like
thing.
it's kind of, I mean, you're definitely developing a bond, with each of
Yeah,
these, caretakers. And I
yeah,
think that, like, that's one of the most fruitful things to know that, I have love for you, you have love
yeah,
for me, so let's help each other, right? I think that,
yeah,
that's why so much duplicity going on in the world, is because we don't really show each other love.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
that's definitely salute, the
yeah,
comment that you just made about how I just go to their parents' house or
yeah.
go sit
yeah,
with, the mama OG, and just sit
Right.
back and just
yeah,
vibe off each other. You know what I mean? Because that's
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely what we need more
yeah,
of.
yeah.
yeah,
How do you
yeah.
think it was? Did you think therapy helped? Because a lot of people, might have a stigma about therapy and be like, I don't know, I'm not crazy. I don't want to go to therapy. Did you think going to therapy helped you?
Oh, it helped me tremendously. Like it helped me so much. And when I start being open about my depression, so many people were like, I'm going through the same thing.
Same
Like
thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like, oh man. So it was just a beautiful thing to just even be open about I have my days that I don't get out the bed, and I have my days where I used to tell people it's days I couldn't even get in the shower. Like I just couldn't even pick myself up. And I still have those days.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going a week now. It's not 2 weeks or a month. I'm not going into the emergency room being suicidal. Now it's like, okay, let me take some time out. Let me regroup.
Coping
Let me think.
mechanisms.
Let me
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I really do. And I like to show people and I post a lot on Instagram because it motivates others. Like to know, people feel like they crazy because they sleeping all day or they depressed about something. And it's like,
Right.
no, you ain't nothing wrong with you. We all have those
Right,
days.
right. We hear it all the time. Like guys might have nightmares or wake up in sweats. Or,
Yeah.
they might be, they want to be isolated and not really want to deal with anybody. And people might think, why are they so standoffish, but they actually really going through something and they just don't really want to impose the way that they feeling on anyone else. So they almost like self-isolate and get into that kind of their own space and their own world because they really want to just deal with their issues. But people kind of deal with their trauma in different ways, which is why I asked you about like, how do you manage to deal with it? Because everybody expresses their trauma differently.
Yeah. And we were talking to Ron about this the other day. We were saying that, when me and Dr. Richardson was at the hospital, how we coped with our issues and trauma. We used to go to Happy Hour and just sit at the bar.
Yeah.
like literally.
Real.
And talk about work and re-traumatize ourselves and drink. So we were so indoctrinated into the work. It's like, God damn, we going through this shit ourselves.
Yeah. We was just totally like self-medicating.
And we would work so much. We would work all day, then drink, go home and go to bed and do the same thing every single day.
Yeah.
So
when we go ahead.
I used to feel guilty for self-care. I used
Why?
to feel guilty for because so many people was going through and here I am having a good time.
That's understandable.
So guilty.
But I'm glad you don't feel that way now. Hopefully you don't feel that way now because you're the engine. You're the engine to the car. You know what I mean? So without you, the car don't move.
Yeah.
OTL. Mafia music. I don't really do the computers. I'm in the street with the movers.